Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no. So I've always known that you guys have had an appreciation for your favorite stars of Descendants and Zombies, and that's why I wanted to create something special and have the chance to be a part of it. I always wanted to be that dedicated voice. The voice of the soundtrack of Descendants and Zombies, which you guys pretty much made me. You allowed me the opportunity to share my story with the world, and you guys were very acceptant of that story. The stories I shared with you about how I thought my next door neighbors may have been vampires, even my girlfriend may have been vampires, even my roommate may have been a werewolf. They were true stories that I kind of shaked up a little bit because I wanted to bring this YouTube channel to life, that were very relatable to fans of Descendants and Zombies, that some way or somehow managed some smiles on each and every one of your faces. And I truly believe that's the sole reason why this YouTube channel went on to become everybody's favorite Descendants and Zombies YouTube channel, for how I could tell these stories and how I could bring them to life. I have never felt so proud of a girl like Clarke for coming as far as what she has with her career and believing in herself because of each and every one of you, and how much incentive and how much creative energy you took away from Clarke. I got to give it to you guys. You guys have been incredibly supportive of Clarke. You've obviously seen something special in her, just as I have, because I've never felt more honored to be a part of her life and to be a part of profiling her in the way that she's always been meant to be profiled. I know that last year she was receiving a fair share of criticism that was putting tears in her eyes, that was leaving her heart broken, and I remember seeing some of the videos she first had posted on TikTok about her political point of view being misinterpreted and how people were feeling about her relationship status and all the rumors surrounding it, and I said something had to be done. So I took to YouTube, and I was very vocal about how Clarke was being treated. I will admit to that. I was very vocal about it. But you guys were also very supportive of everything I had to say, because you too undeniably saw something special in Clarke, and for that I just want to say thank you, because it was such a huge honor for me to profile Clarke, to let Clarke know that she was doing a fabulous job, an exceptional job, and everything was going to be okay. I don't think that Clarke's political point of view or her relationship status has never been any reflection on Clarke, and the way she's felt about men in her relationships is just simply the way she feels. Everybody feels different, because if you think about it, if the world had everybody in it feeling the same way, the world would be a pretty boring place, would it not? So I think that that's what creates diversity, and Clarke is entitled to her opinion. That's why God gave her a voice. And I have been so proud of Clarke for using that voice and really standing out and leaving an everlasting impression on each and every one of our hearts. Because no matter who we were, we all saw something special in the character Red. We all took something special away from her story, and we all wanted to be a part of it eventually. Because of Red's story, the take on Descendants was very different from 10 years ago. I know it's been a long time since we saw the original OGs try their hand at Descendants or ever return to reprise their roles. But what this new cast and the members of this story have done is really bring this to life in such emphatic fashion. The stories told by Ruby Rose Turner's character Bridget and Malia Baker's character Chloe Charming were phenomenally done. It was a representation of Descendants that we had never seen before, and characters who were a part of a new generation that was really going to go on to captivate millions of people. In just 3 days, over 6.7 million views have been seen for The Rise of Red on Disney+. 6.7 million views. If I had that on just one video, I'd be freaking out. I think I'd lose my mind. But you guys have shown so much love and support, having said that, for every video that I've ever had the honor to create. So thank you so much for being with me from the very beginning. I would like to take a moment to say thank you to everybody who have put up with me from the very first video that was ever uploaded here, because I know a lot of people have really seen these videos very differently, and these videos are presented very differently from any other content creator who revolves he or she's content around Descendants and Zombies. But before anybody ever pushes record about Descendants and Zombies, a promise always is followed by a commitment, which is pretty much following through on that promise you made. So if your promise is to upload a video for Descendants and Zombies fans every day for the rest of your life, in my case, that's what that promise was, then you should at least upload one video every day, even if it's just one video. You should upload that one video to make sure there's always something new on the channel in terms of content for the people who love Descendants and Zombies, who expect that from you. I began this YouTube channel with a promise over a year and a half ago, and that was to upload a video about Descendants and Zombies as we approach our 2-year anniversary every day for the rest of my life. It kind of reminded me of the promise that Topanga and Corey made to each other in the Boy Meets World TV series, where they promised each other no matter what, they were going to spend the rest of their lives together. And I made a solemn promise to you and also a commitment that you guys would always have me as a part of this franchise, because I know a lot of people had made that promise to you and they've never followed through with it. I think that you guys always deserve to hear something nice about your favorite stars. You deserve to feel encouraged. You deserve to feel encouraged to follow your passions that have everything to do with Kylie Control's fashion, her music, her comical sense. I think there's everything to appreciate about Kylie Control. Most of all, how appreciative she is of each and every one of you. We should never ever forget how appreciative Kylie Control is of all of her fans, because that's what's brought us that much closer together, and we felt a part of everything that Kylie Control's had going on, from live events to meet and greets. She's made us feel a part of everything. We've really become immersed in the whole Descendants and Zombies experience because of her. I saw this unbelievably beautiful girl who was forever fearless, unbelievably strong, and far more stronger than ever given credit for. I saw her have to endure so much criticism and always shy it out, because each and every one of you were incredibly supportive of her. You never ever quit on her, and you always believed in her. And that's what made this experience for me so special, was how committed you were to Kylie Control, how you downloaded and listened to her music all the time, how you were incredibly supportive of her acting, how you came out by the thousands, if never millions, supporting her. I will never forget this experience. I remember how Kylie Control would always write back fans whenever she had the time, always taking the chance to have meet and greets with you guys and get to know you on a personal and professional level. It was so cool. You know, I remember watching Kylie Control when she was really young, and I always knew that she had something special to offer all of us. And we were all going to be a part of something so special because of her. Little did I know it would come in the form of being a part of these successful franchises like High School Musical and Hannah Montana and what have you. It's really cool seeing Kylie Control really morph into the superstar that she's become, and I look forward to her future more than ever before. And I think we can offer even more encouragement to even more millions of people who probably have never watched these videos to believe in Kylie Control just as much. I know from all the nice comments that I receive from fans, you guys have been incredibly supportive of everything I've had to say about Kylie Control, and that means more to me than words could ever say. I will forever appreciate each and every one of you, and I've had a profound amount of respect for your stories. I've had a profound amount of respect for you being fans of Descendants and Zombies, which are franchises that have brought us that much closer together and really made us feel immersed in these stories. Do you guys remember when you got your first ticket to the Worlds Collide Tour and how you felt? It was truly an unbelievable feeling that was truly undescribable, perhaps for many of you. And when you saw the Worlds Collide Tour and Kylie Control step out onto that stage for the first time ever, you never wanted these moments to fade away. You never wanted these moments to end. And that's what made this so special, was that these were moments that you wish you could have frozen in a time capsule. These are moments that you wish you could have kept for forever, because you were taking selfies with your friends. You were taking pictures of yourself in the crowd. You were buying the merch, probably a Descendants Zombies Worlds Collide Tour hoodie that you've never ever taken out, probably a Kylie Control t-shirt, who knows. And I want you to know that there's never been anything wrong with being a fan of Descendants and Zombies and seeing everything that Kylie Control has accomplished, again going back to each and every one of you. This has been a phenomenal experience for me as the host of this show, sharing a Kylie Control stories along with yours and having the chance to share with you my story, which I never imagined would have gone on to be so well received. I never imagined this YouTube channel would have seen over 125,000 channel views. I never imagined this YouTube channel would have nearly over 4,000 subscribers seen. But again, it happens because of each and every one of you. And I see more and more people, drawing inspiration from Kylie Control because of her fitness regime, because of her music, because of her God-given talent. She really was a gift from heaven for many of us, because I think we were forever waiting on this Disney girl to come along and captivate us and share her story with us and just to be accepted by the Disney niche, by the Disney fandom. And it just happened to be Kylie Control. I've read so many comparisons of Hannah Montana and Selena Gomez to Kylie Control, but I beg to differ, because Kylie Control stands in a category of her own that will never ever be surpassed. She's going to leave behind a legacy, and we can ensure that in the videos we create, in the commentaries we provide, and we can say something nice about Kylie Control. I know that oftentimes social media can be perceived as a very cruel platform because of people's opinions varying. But I think there are far more people out there who love and support Kylie Control who will outshine this criticism, which obviously affects Kylie. She's a very emotional person. No matter how fearless or how strong she seems to act, she's a very emotional person who's obviously connected with everything she does in every imaginable way, and obviously very connected to each and every one of you. And I want you guys to know that I have so much respect for each and every one of you, how you've come together, and how you've really helped Kylie Contrell. You know, there was a story years ago about what would ever happen if Jonathan Clarke ever ran for president of the United States. And when I heard Kylie Contrell's political point of view receiving criticism for never having been a Donald Trump supporter, it gave me incentive to throw my name into the running for president of the United States, because 20 years ago there was a conversation on a forum some time ago, what would ever happen if Jonathan Clarke ran for president of the United States. And after hearing Kylie Contrell's story, I threw the idea out there about what would ever happen if Jonathan Clarke did run for president of the United States. Well, I can promise you this, an apology will be coming Kylie Contrell's way, because Kylie Contrell's political point of view has never been any reflection on who Kylie Contrell's ever been. And I think that a president's point of view on Kylie Contrell has never really mattered. I think that how we feel about Kylie Contrell is what matters, and how you feel about Kylie Contrell is what mattered. How far she's come obviously has everything to do with each and every one of you. And the one thing I would do if I was president would be apologize for how other people have made Kylie Contrell feel. It may take me a while to find the biggest bouquet of flowers to send Kylie Contrell's way, but I can promise you that an apology will be coming your way for Kylie Contrell and how she's been made to feel. Because I really do believe that when I hear her talking about her opinion on men, I think that that's how Kylie Contrell's been made to feel for how she may have been treated. I think that all Kylie Contrell really needs to surround herself with are really supportive people, and people who love her to death, which are pretty much each and every one of you. And I think that deserves to be supported, because how people may have felt about Kylie Contrell never has been any reflection on how I felt or how many of you have felt, because we've all come together and we've created something special. We've seen something special in our music, songs like Boy and of course Goodie Bag and See You Tonight, beautiful songs, beautiful music videos to coincide with it. I think we have way too many conversations about the likes of Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter, who are obviously overrated, and I do apologize for feeling that way, but I really do think that people like Sabrina Carpenter and Taylor Swift are very overrated, and they are taking away from people like Kylie Contrell and Freya Sky all the time. Earlier this afternoon, when I was out preparing myself for the inevitable zombie apocalypse, I heard Freya Sky's song Silent Treatment on the radio in the mall. And as I was making my way through the stores, I couldn't help but think about the fans of Freya and how incredibly supportive they've been of the over 300 plus videos I've created about Freya, which became the greatest honor of my life. It's been so much fun creating videos about Freya Sky and telling you how I feel about Silent Treatment and how it made me feel and how it made all of you feel, because you felt very emotionally connected to that song and the lyrics of the songs. Because the one thing to appreciate about Freya is that Freya is forever so young, but she's writing such beautiful music and putting such beautiful music to beautiful lyrics, which is something to really appreciate about her, and how she's emphatically touched all of your hearts. It's been such a huge honor for me to profile Freya Sky at such a young age, and it's also been a huge honor for me to profile Kylie Contrell at the same. Because the one thing that I've noticed about this cast, you know, we just celebrated 16 years since the premiere of Victorious, just yesterday on March 27, 2010, that series premiered on Nickelodeon. And I remember all the reviews that cast received early on for being one of the most incredibly talented casts that we had seen of that generation past. Now, of this generation, if we can fast forward ourselves to the present day, I think that the cast of Descendants of Zombies by far is the most talented cast that we have ever seen in our lives. The cast of the Worlds Collide Tour, both Leg 1 and Leg 2, incredibly, phenomenally talented, and they have the brightest stars somewhere out there in that constellation that are going to shine brighter than ever before. And I felt more than honored to have been a part of that and to have experienced this with far more people than I ever imagined possible. You guys are the magic behind this YouTube channel and everything that happens for them. The people who download the music off Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube Music. It's really incredible how many millions of people have watched Freya Sky's music videos and downloaded her songs off Spotify and Apple Music. Incredible. It really blows my mind. There is never a moment where my mind is not blown for the incredible amount of love and support that Freya Sky has received, for the PR that goes behind Zombies, the PR that comes with the EP Stardust, the PR that comes obviously with Freya Sky and Kylie Control releasing future albums, because Kylie Control has a new album coming out at the hands of Republic Records, which will happen sometime between now and early 2027. She's also got a theatrical release called Zack Power, I do believe, happening for her sometime between now and the end of 2027, which is something you'd be really excited about. I wanted to be a voice of an animated character, even a spy, for forever, and although I may have never had the opportunity, I think Jonathan Clarke is well on his way to becoming everybody's favorite Descendants or Zombies character, which, honestly, guys, I would love the opportunity to. I'd love to have my face on a cereal box or a milk carton, because I think that once you get your own action figure or your own doll or your face on that milk carton or that cereal box, you've really come a long way. I've had friends in the wrestling industry that have had their own cereal release with their faces on cereal boxes. So I think we can make that happen for Jonathan Clarke. The New Day had their own cereal. It was called Bootios, and I always wanted my own cereal ever since I saw that. And then I saw Wicked cereal a couple of weeks ago, and I was saying, okay, the New Days had their own cereal. Of course, Wicked's had their own cereal. Where is the Jonathan Clarke cereal? Where is the Jonathan Clarke character in Descendants? How come Jonathan Clarke has yet to become everybody's favorite action hero? I've always wanted to be in these action scenes with Kylie Control and be that guy that saved her from obscurity, from, fire-breathing dragons and all these knights in shining armor. There was just something about being everybody's favorite action hero that I could never seem to get enough of. And you're saying to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, would you really fight a fire-breathing dragon for Kylie Control because you love her that much? Sure I would, because if it means the world to you, then it means the world to me. Pretty much, guys, we are in this together, and I think that you guys have deserved way better reviews of Descendants of Zombies for a very long time, and I truly do mean that, because I've seen the reviews you guys have been subjected to watching, and they aren't really that great. They're not as great as Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. By the way, guys, Jonathan Clarke on YouTube is your favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel. You can never deny that. So what we are going to do is we are going to watch this 2.5-minute long interview that Kylie Control did for, I believe, the iHeartRadio Music Awards, which happened a couple of nights ago. The gown she wore that you'll see in this interview, if you haven't already seen it, is really beautiful. It is truly mind-blowing, and I think we are all going to take something special away from it. So give me a moment, and I'll switch over to the other program, and we will get to this interview. Don't forget to hit my subscribe button and my like button now, because your love and support is truly what matters to me and to the progression of this YouTube channel, which allows more people to find this Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel and to get in on all this action. So what do you say we get to this interview together? So it's been a while since I've used OBS, so I'm really hoping you guys are going to love this reaction video. I've had so much fun recording them for so many people who have taken away something special from every reaction video I've ever recorded when it comes to teaser trailers for Descendants 5, with Wonderland, and Zombies 5, what have you. Thank you guys so much for being with me from the very first video that was ever uploaded here. It's been such a huge honor for me and the most fun that I've ever had recording so many relatable videos for so many wonderful people that I've hoping to have stolen the hearts of when it comes to reviews of Descendants of Zombies. I'm hoping, the only hope I've ever had is that this is everybody's favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel of all time. So we're going to take a moment now and get to this reaction video. I'm so excited to share this reaction video with you guys, because this is one of the first interviews that Kylie Control did explaining her new record deal and her new record label. Of course, she signed with Republic Records, and she just recently attended the Grammys last February, and then, of course, she attended the iHeartRadio Music Awards just a couple of nights ago, and I saw this interview all over social media, and I was so excited to have the chance to share this one with you. So we're going to get to this, and we're going to watch this for the first time ever here on this YouTube channel, and I'm hoping you guys are going to have just as much fun watching this video with me as I am reviewing it. So we're going to get to this right now. Again, guys, don't forget to hit my subscribe button and my like button. I have never felt so proud to call myself a Kylie Control fan, and you guys are going to see why firsthand in this interview in just moments.
This outfit, slaying as always. I'm not surprised.
So
we kind of got the same inspo with the sequin.
I can see why people were saying.
Thank you. A sparkle. Always gonna have a sparkle moment. Sparkle, and it's Versace, one of my favorites. I was feeling the pink theme. That's kind of the era I'm in right now. It also feels like summertime.
I believe in this interview
really summer, but in LA it's always summer.
Mentions Miley Cyrus and her contributions to
I love that.
Hannah
And talk to me about this music era for you. When can we expect new music and album? Because I feel like you've been teasing us for a long time. Yes, so I'm working on my debut album at the moment, and my first single, Carrie Bradshaw, drops next month.
hearing
I haven't even like
nice
announced that yet.
Stars
So
in the past,
here's the tea.
Exclusive. And what can you tease about the single? What's the vibe?
She's so
Well,
appreciative
I'm
of
like
everybody
the biggest
and
Sex and the
all these
City fan
moments she
ever.
gets
So
to
of
create
course
and
it's a
share
love
with
letter to
each and every
Carrie,
one of
but
you.
also,
Really such a huge
I'm
honor to be
kind
a
of
part
like
of something
stepping
so
into this
special.
next era, and I think experiencing like
And she
the
looks
weight
so
of
happy too.
kind of becoming an adult, and also just I've gone through so much this past year, and like reached so many highs, touring the world, and then like got pulled back down to earth with like friendship breakups and just a lot of messiness and hardship in my personal life. And I think like all of those experiences, for better or worse, have made their way onto my album. And it's been really cathartic to be able to kind of heal through this project.
And I mean, we've loved the song One Girl's Trash is Another Girl's Trash Too, okay? A good lesson for the ladies to learn. That's it. Clock it.
She's really putting forth a really strong
What was the fan response to that song and everything like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been so wonderful just like getting to just see how the fans respond to my latest project, Boy. That was my last EP. I got to tour it. So like got to see fans in the crowd singing the lyrics, knowing the songs. So that was such a special experience, and now working on this project, I'm just like, I can't wait to tour, get out there, do my own show, and hearing the cuties singing the lyrics to these next songs. It's gonna be amazing.
We're ready for your main pop girl era, so
let's go, girl, I'm ready too.
And now I have to ask you, as another former Disney girl, Miley is here tonight. She's receiving the Innovator Award, and just a huge moment for her with the 20th anniversary of Hannah Montana. So I'm asking everyone, what's your favorite Hannah or Miley song?
Felt like they were the best of friends pretty much their entire existence.
Girl, you know what I've been blasting lately? I'm just an ordinary girl. Sometimes
Clarke loves everything that she ever has the chance to be a part
like,
of.
Honestly,
she's
spitting
so
bars, like,
a lovely person.
I really resonate with that song on a deep level.
Wonderful personality. Guys, thank you so much for taking the chance to watch that video with me, and thank you so much for taking the time to be a part of something so special with me. It's always been an honor for me to record these wonderful videos for fans of Descendants to Zombies. There will be more great reaction videos on the way for you pertaining to Descendants to Zombies, so if you have not hit that subscribe button, you're probably going to want to do that and take a chance more than you ever have on this YouTube channel, because I promise you guys, I will always come through with you guys with cool videos about Descendants to Zombies, reactions to teasers, and all these rumors and speculations, offering you predictions and theories about what I think is going to happen next as we have the chance to share our story with more people than ever before. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching this video with me. Give me a moment to switch over to the other program, and as always, we will close this one out with a final thought. In the final few moments I have this evening with you guys, I would like to say thank you once again, one final time, to every fan of Descendants to Zombies who has ever subscribed here and been with me from the very first video, the very first reaction video I ever uploaded about Descendants to Zombies, because it's been so much fun for me really sharing my story with the world and far more people than I ever imagined possible. You guys are what makes this YouTube channel so special for me, and the stars such as Clarke and Ruby Rose Turner being as strong as they've ever been before are what helps me bring this channel to life for each and every one of you. I've obviously seen something special in them for forever, and I just wanted to showcase that. I wish more people will go out of their way to say something nice about them, because I know there are far more fans out there of these Descendant stars than ever given credit for, but you guys will always be remembered, and you guys will leave behind your own legacy for the significant impact that you've always had on these franchises. That's what we're here to do as journalists on YouTube. I've always believed that, is really ensure the legacies of your favorite stars, and all of you go down in history for being some of the most impactful and one of the most enjoyable experiences that we've ever had. I know from personal experience with this franchise, this is the most fun that I've ever had. Of course, I had a sports background. I was covering pro wrestling for a number of years, and then I had the chance to profile pop culture related content, which eventually evolved into something so spectacular for me, Descendants to Zombies. And ever since discovering the power, the emphatic power behind Descendants to Zombies, I had the honor to bring these franchises to life in ways that I never ever imagined possible. So thank you so much for having made this your favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel and for always having watched these videos, because your love and support is something that this YouTube channel would have never succeeded without. And honestly, guys, I have no idea where I'd be without your love and support. So keep on showing that love and support for this YouTube channel. It is always and forever appreciated. And I hope to see you guys in the next video that I have the chance of recording with you guys. You guys have been watching and tuned into the most popular Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel of all time, certainly one of everybody's favorites. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of the Descendants of Zombies soundtracks and to have represented all of you some way or somehow in all of your lives as a dedicated voice behind Descendants of Zombies and having represented these franchises for so many years. Thank you so much for believing in Descendants of Zombies with all of your hearts, and as always, thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much for having watched this video. It's always and forever been my honor.